This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
I'm Portia Copeland. Welcome to Oceanside Spectrum on KOCT. First, Tanya Danley, Executive Director of the Ivey Ranch, will tell us how individuals throughout the county are achieving a better quality of life with equine programs at Ivey Ranch. Next, we have adoption specialists Angelica Womack and Tracy Condra, animal caregiver from the San Diego Humane Society, who would like the community to open our hearts to adoption and will introduce Jules and Chubbs. Mel Vernon is joined by Julia Pfister to tell us how North County can connect with the San Luis Rey Band of Indians, gain impactful social knowledge as you are enjoying festivities at the Valley Arts Festival. And joining us to discuss an important lung cancer screening program is Andy D. Benedictus, nurse practitioner with the Scripps Cancer Center. So stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. Welcome back. Let's welcome Ivey Ranch Park. We have Tanya Danley, Executive Director, here to tell us all about the fantastic programs and how to get involved at the ranch. Hi, and welcome, Tanya.
Thank you, Portia.
You guys have a beautiful motto, and it says, "Let's be unique together. Inclusion is our culture." What a beautiful organization. Tanya, can you tell us more about Ivey Ranch and how you guys got started?
Of course. So back in 1981, a group of parents who had children with special needs got together and actually appealed to the City of Oceanside for property so they could start a program that included both children with disabilities and able-bodied children together. And so that was our founding in 81, and now fast forward 44 years later, and we still have our on-site care programs. We care for children and adults in home. And then probably the most out-facing program that people know us for is our equine assisted services and our horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And can you share a little bit more about your programs?
Yeah. We, for all of these years, starting with the care programs, it was a matter of the little kids and then going into school age, and then our kids got older, so we started an adult day program. That has expanded into now vocational training for our adults with special needs. And the really great thing is we have a 12-acre ranch facility. So not only are our participants inside, outside with our animals, they are learning vocational trade that is inside, outside with the animals, outward facing to the public, recreation, interaction, gardening, beautification. And it's really a little cosmos of its own, but the whole premise is always including community and everybody being their unique self, but being different together.
Incredible, incredible. So what are ways that people can get involved?
So we have over 1,000 volunteers a year that participate in programs, and they volunteer over 20,000 hours. And that is basically what people want to do. Are you interested in working with the animals? Are you interested in working with veterans? Are you interested in working with the children or adults? Outside, inside, planting trees, weeding, painting. 12 acres is a lot to keep up. So there's always our one-a-month community service projects. Yeah. And then we have ongoing needs with our volunteers that literally train people from the ground up, whether it's working with our populations or working with the horses. And the great thing about our program is that children as young as 9 can volunteer with our horses.
Very nice.
So being the founder of the program, I started with horses when I was really young. And I know how motivated I was to be with the animals and that I would be safe and follow directions. And that's what we now impart to all the kids that come through our program.
Yeah. I love how you bring together equestrian and kids Can you share a little bit more about your equestrian program?
Yeah, we have 28 horses on site, and those horses range from miniature horses all the way through draft horses. And that's because the populations we serve are both children and adults, little people and big people. We also do equine assisted counseling, equine assisted learning, vaulting, which is gymnastics on horseback, so trick riding. Yeah. And your typical community learning to ride. So for individuals, children and adults who would like to try horseback riding, we facilitate that as well. And then the opportunity is, if you come out and volunteer with us, you can earn scholarship dollars towards your own riding or towards a family member's riding. So we have a lot of people do that for the benefit of their family members.
Yeah. And so being in Oceanside for 44 years is incredible. Do you guys have any future plans on expanding or making improvements? Could you share a little more about that?
You would think that with 12 acres that's enough. You know, amazing the building we see around us, everything goes straight up. However, we are restricted, being an open space historical, that the existing historical buildings cannot be modified. So yes, we always have plans to expand. Our in-home programming has expanded, our on-site has as well, and our horses, we can facilitate probably another 4 horses, which would accommodate about another 30 to 40 people a year. But otherwise, because we share our property with both Casa de Amparo and Canine Companions, it's limited, and it's also being mindful of what the city's use is for the property.
Wow, incredible. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. And again, how can people get involved, and what's your website?
Our website is iveyranch.com, so very easy. And once they go to that website, there's different delineations of how to get involved, what people want to get involved with, the opportunities coming up and the times, as well as the enrollment forms to do it directly there on the website.
Thank you so much, Tanya. We'll be right back with our next guest.
Your beach day should be fun and safe. Follow these simple rules to protect yourself and others.
Always swim next to an open lifeguard tower. If you're unsure, go ahead and ask the lifeguard about the safest place to swim in current conditions. Always look for a designated swimming area. Never swim next to the piers or the rock jetties, as these things create dangerous currents. Make sure that you guys don't dig holes deeper than your knees or dig tunnels in those holes. They have the possibility of collapsing and trapping you. Always look for red flags or no swimming signs. If you guys ever see these, do not enter the water. If you ever get lost, come to a lifeguard tower. We can help you find your family. Never swim after dark. Our lifeguard towers are closed, and bonfires are not allowed after 11 p.m. As a friendly reminder, no glass bottles, alcohol, or dogs are allowed on the beaches here in Oceanside.
So follow these rules to make the most of your beach day safely.
Welcome, Humane Society, Angelica and Tracy. And I see we have some special guests with us here today.
Hi, yes, we do. We have Chubbs and Jules. They are a bonded pair. They are 6.5-year-old owner surrenders, meaning that we do have some home notes on their previous history.
Nice.
They are very sweet. They love people. They love to play, clearly.
Yeah.
They're starting a little play session right now.
Love it. And when you say bonded, what exactly does that mean?
So that means that they need to be adopted together. They are a 2-for-1 deal.
There we go.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So tell us what's going on at the shelters in North County.
So over the last 3 years, we have been over capacity, but within the last few months, we've just been overfilled with large and medium dogs, mainly. So we are just urging the community to adopt, some really good dogs in care that are in our care.
Yeah, and if you don't mind sharing, what is the increase for medium to large size dogs that you're seeing come to the shelter?
Well, it's It's hard to say. So with nowadays, I feel like it's a lot easier to manage smaller breed dogs. So we just see that a lot of the larger breeds dogs tend to stay in the shelter a lot longer, and they're harder to place into homes. So we are currently, very full of large breed dogs.
Awesome. Well, if someone were to want to take home Jules and Chubbs, how would they go about that? Are you able to walk in or?
Yeah, so our adoptions, we're open to the public Tuesday through Sunday. Adoption hours are from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's just a walk-in basis. So you can come in anytime and walk through the campus and view the kennels and see the dogs. And if you're interested in someone, we can give you more information.
Oh my goodness, sounds like fun. So if somebody weren't able to go in person, could they go online and see
it's
all the dogs that you have?
Yeah, definitely recommend viewing our website. It's always up to date with adoptable pets. So you get an idea of the pets that are in our care, and then you can come in and take a look.
Awesome. Well, I saw that November is Adopt a Senior Dog Month. So what does that entail?
So we consider a senior, I believe, anything over 7. I'm sorry, I take that back. That's wrong. But yes, it's Senior Pet Month. So we have a lot of older dogs that need homes, and age is just a number.
Right?
They're great, yeah.
Absolutely. So would you say that a majority of the dogs at the shelter are senior, or?
I would say, no, actually we have a wide range of ages, but I feel like when we do have puppies, they tend to get a little bit more attention, and so our adult dogs kind of get passed up.
Right.
But adult dogs are great because they already have, usually some kind of previous training,
Right.
so that's always good.
Oh, that's incredible. So do you notice an increase in adoptions when we get closer to the holiday season?
It's hard to say. I feel like during the summertime, we actually do get a lot of adoptions. I don't know if it's because people are home with their kids and they have more
School's
free
out.
time. School's out.
Right.
So the holidays tend to be a busier time for us.
Yeah.
We take in dogs, cats, small animals, so
Yes.
bunnies, guinea pigs, hamsters.
I even saw on your website some turtles.
Yes, we get a lot of turtles.
Turtles, okay. Very nice.
yeah.
And guinea pigs as well?
Yes, we have a lot of guinea pigs, which are very fun little companions.
So what is the most unique,
Chubbs.
exotic animal that you've seen come into the shelter?
Probably an iguana. Iguanas are pretty cool.
Okay.
Let's see, what else have we had come through? Big tortoises. Those are always very cool to see.
And tortoises live forever.
They live a very long time, so you really want to think about that.
Yes, yes. Okay, so if our viewers want to get involved, where can they look up your information?
So the best thing to do is just check our website. Everything is up to date, and then there's also resources as far as if you want to get involved with fostering, volunteering. We are if you ever want to donate items, we take in donations as far as, bedding, toys, those kind of things. So for the animals in care.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
That's a great way for people to get involved.
Our volunteers start out at foundation level, where they do dishes and laundry and make meatballs, and they do a certain amount of hours doing that, and then they can train to be an animal handler.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of guidelines and rules and
Right.
managing how to get around the campus with the dogs.
Okay, nice. So there's a system in place and
Exactly.
way to work your way up to
Exactly.
do what. Okay, very nice. And so, Tracy, you're the animal caregiver. What does that entail?
We clean, a lot of cleaning, feeding, exercising. We assist with behavior team, with just assessing dogs and building relationships if they come in shy, fearful, to try to help them become more comfortable in the shelter environment and get them ready for adoption.
I love it. Everyone plays such an important role at the shelter. It sounds like you guys are making an impactful difference and changing people's lives. Thank you, Angelica and Tracy and Chubbs and Jules for joining us today. I hope you guys find a home very soon. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you
all the
for
work
having
that
us.
you do.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll return with more.
Hey there. See, you're cooking something tasty. Quick tip, it's safer if you put the pan on the back burner and turn the handles inward. That way, little fingers can't reach up and accidentally get hurt.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. Hello? Oh, let me double check for you.
Leaving cooking food unattended is one of the top causes for house fires. Even just a minute away can be dangerous. Don't panic, stay calm. First, turn off the burner. If it's safe, cover the pan with the lid to smother the flames. Never use water on it, it can make the fire worse. Let's go over key points for kitchen safety. Always turn pot and pan handles inward. Use back burners when possible. Never leave cooking food unattended. Kids should never cook without an adult. If there's a fire, stay calm. Turn off the burners and use a lid to smother flames. If that doesn't work, leave the house, call 911.
Thanks for the tips. I'll be extra careful from now on.
That's what we like to hear. Safe cooking saves lives.
Welcome back. Here with us today is Captain of the San Luis Rey Band of Mission Indians, Mel Vernon, as well as Julia Pfister, Executive Director of Studio Ace Arts Center, to share about the 5th Annual Valley Art Festival. Hi guys,
hey,
welcome.
Hello.
Hi, great to be here.
Mel, may you
Yes.
please tell us about the San Luis Rey Mission Indians history right here in Oceanside?
Yeah, we are Luiseño, named after the mission. Before that, we were Atahum, calling ourselves the people. We go back 10,000 years in the area. Very much a part of this community and the land, and still here, an active tribe, preserving culture and celebrating our culture also through our powwow that we have the second weekend in June at the mission, on the mission grounds. And November 8th coming up is another way of acknowledging our tribe, and we're going to have fry bread and drums and basket weaving and just all kinds of things to come out and enjoy.
Yeah. And I love how you guys keep the history alive by having community involvement and hosting festivals, kind of like the Valley Festival coming up. Can you share a little bit more about when it is and what the community can expect?
Absolutely. So we are so proud to say that it is our 5th annual festival. To be doing this, celebrating the arts and culture of the San Luis Rey Band of Mission Indians. This year it's on November 8th at Heritage Park, that's off of Payre Road, and it runs from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Excellent.
And parking is free as well, so in and around
always a
there
plus.
as well. So that always helps, and everything at the festival is free.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And what are some things that we can expect to see at the festival? I heard fry bread, so I'll be there.
That's not free, by the way.
That's the only thing not free, right?
You gotta pay for the food. That's okay. We gotta
Keep
be
the
able to
lights
give
on.
back. Yes, absolutely. But what else can we expect?
Well, drums, powwow drums will be there. Dancing Cloud. We're going to have some flute players, some native, some not. We have a third Sunday at the San Luis Rey Bakery, Native American flute players and in the style, and it's very from 1 to 3. That's free also. We're going to have I'll be sharing some stories. My sister will be, Diana Caudell will be doing basket demonstration, also class. So if you want to learn how to make a Cherokee basket, something you can take home with you, that's real popular.
There we go. Very nice. Well, what are some other events that you guys have coming up?
So if I could just add a little bit more about the
please.
festival. One thing I really wanted to thank, because it is a community festival, is to thank our sponsors, which are just so great. So Visit Oceanside is our title sponsor. And then we also have received money from SoCal Edison. And recently just got a grant from the Oceanside Arts Commission. And then also full communities, the Oceanside Public Library, OCAF, San Luis Rey Mission is also part of the festival, Floating Hearts as well, and Muramid Museum as well. So really the whole community comes together to celebrate.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing. Can you tell us a little bit more about what your organization does and how people can get involved and what events you have coming up?
Absolutely. So the other things we do at Studio ACE, our mission is really to inspire and to engage with the community and to enrich lives through arts, community, and education. And we do this a variety of ways. We have classes from toddlers to seniors. We also have a shop and a gallery. In conjunction with the Valley Arts Festival, we're going to have an opening on November 14th from 5:30 to 7:30, celebrating Native American art. Nice. All around the festival. And then on December 6th from 5 to 7, we'll have our holiday party and fundraiser for the public.
Amazing. And if our viewers at home wanted to learn more, do you have a website or social media that they can follow?
Absolutely. So for Studio ACE, it is www.studioace.org. And then if you add Valley Arts Festival, you can read all about the festival and take a look at the past festivals, as well as in photos and videos and things like that. And then on Instagram, we are Studio ACE Arts, and the Valley Arts Festival also has its own Instagram.
Our culture comes alive at Heritage Park. With the sound of the drums, bringing that energy to the place. We also, as a community, they're at a place where it has been a part of our living history is right there. It's surrounded by not only the mission lands, but before the mission lands, that was where we're from, their traditional territory. And I see it as an education, of course, of culture, because we have, I think, Facette Elementary and Pablo Talk Elementary coming in. They're going to perform there. And what I see is, as a child growing up, some of us didn't have that opportunity to participate. And but I realize that the participation is something that'll last for a lifetime. Yeah. So if you have this beginning and a nurturing of your spirit to understand what this is about, it's not the Del Mar Fair. It's closer to you. You'll have experience, and that'll be repeated. It's their 5th anniversary, but next year and repeated. You can actually, if you were talking about 5 years, so somebody that was 10 is now 15. Yeah. If they have gone there and experienced that. So I think that's the touching of the spirit.
Yeah. Thank you.
And if I can add to, being a participant and walking into this festival, I mean, we had the organization for it, but it is just the most peaceful day. And families come out and they bring blankets and they sit there and just enjoy the day, listening to the music, going and doing all the different activities that are available to them, and really having this community spirit that I think really reflects the arts and culture of the San Luis Rey Band.
That's incredible.
And I would say that once you walk in on that little bubble of cultural harmony, that's an experience for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone experience that.
You shift when you walk in there, so I encourage everyone to come.
Well, I'll be there.
Good.
Thank you both so much. Great info. We'll be right back.
We're learning today about the Recycle Smart website, greenoceanside.org. It's the place to go to learn how to recycle right in Oceanside. Have a live holiday tree? Plant it and enjoy it all year long. If you need to recycle your holiday tree, put it in your green waste cart or adjacent to your cart after the holiday season. Still have questions? We've got you covered. The city's Green Oceanside campaign is committed to sustainability in partnership with Waste Management.
Hi, welcome back. November is National Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and here to educate us on the important options for detection is Andy D. Benedictus, a nurse practitioner at Scripps Cancer Center. Welcome, Andy.
Thank you.
So it is National Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Who is eligible for screening?
Yeah, it's a great question. So at Scripps, we have the Jana Oliphant Hackett Lung Cancer Screening Program, and we follow the national guidelines put forth by the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force. And those recommendations include patients who are asymptomatic, aged 50 to 80, who have at least a 20-pack year history of smoking. That's the equivalent of 1 pack a day for 20 years, who are an active smoker or have quit within the last 15 years. Currently, our program is available to Scripps patients who are referred in by their primary care physician, but we are hoping to expand access to providers outside of Scripps in the really near future.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, how many eligible people take part in the lung cancer screening nationally?
Right, so lung cancer screening has been available for a little over a decade. Unfortunately, only about 20% of the eligible American population currently screens, whereas with breast and colorectal cancer, you see about 70% of eligible patients screening. So there is a huge gap there. So our hope is to raise awareness, make sure patients know about this potentially life-saving option, because if we can get more patients screened, that means we can find lung cancer at an earlier stage and save more lives.
Yeah. So what is involved in your new lung cancer screening?
So our program is a centralized, comprehensive program to streamline the screening process and increase accessibility to our patients. Our medical director is Dr. Samir Makhani. He's a pulmonologist. Our co-director is Dr. Nick Patel. He's a radiologist. So there's great collaboration between specialties. Patients are referred in by their primary care physician. They have a one-time shared decision-making appointment where we go over risks and benefits, what screening entails. The actual screening itself is an annual low-dose chest CAT scan. This actually can be completed at the Scripps Medical Center in Jefferson. We have a handful of other locations across the county as well, though. And so, of course, the screening component is the main pillar of our program. But another huge component is tobacco cessation counseling and coaching for those patients that do want to quit smoking. We do a very brief COPD evaluation. And then lastly, we do have a patient registry that makes sure that we stay up continually on patients' annual screening. And then we have a very specialized database that can monitor lung nodules and monitor for changes over time.
So Andy, can you tell us why is it so important for lung cancer screening?
That's a great question. So lung cancer is actually the leading cause of cancer-related death in the United States. It's estimated that 124,000 individuals will die of lung cancer in 2025, and that's more than double the amount of deaths we'll see from colorectal cancer, which is number 2 on that list. It's also incredibly prevalent. We anticipate 226,000 new cases. Only breast and prostate cancer are more prevalent. The key with lung cancer is early detection. Lung cancer that's found early while it's still localized has much higher survival rates, but unfortunately currently only about 25% of lung cancers are caught in that early stage, and so that's why screening is so critical.
Thank you. How long have you been offering this, and how are things going?
So we actually just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary of the program. We've enrolled about 1,500 patients and screened close to 1,200 patients. And what's really encouraging, about 65% of those patients have come back for repeat annual screening, which is much higher than the national average. We also have been able to detect several early stage lung cancers that have been treated for cure. So we're very proud of how the program's going. And we just want to make sure that we raise awareness within our community. If people have questions about lung cancer screening or would like to know more about the Janet Oliphant Hackett Lung Cancer Screening Program, they can call our program directly at 858-554-LUNG, and we would be happy to answer any questions that they have.
Well, thank you so much for being here today, Andy. And how incredible is it that we have this cancer screening facility right here in Oceanside? So thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching Oceanside Spectrum this month. Lots of updates on important groups and events in our community. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum. to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Until next time, I'm Portia Copeland. Stay awesome.
You're watching KOCT Television in Oceanside.